caps.
Cool. Here we go. On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we're going to be talking about the new Uncharted trailer. We're going to be talking about some charity situations / drama that's been going down on Twitter, Halo's ranked playlist strategy, as well as your voicemails, as always. But before we get into it, this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped. Do you know what's spookier than seeing a black cat on Halloween? Shaving your balls with anything other than Manscaped. When it comes to below-the-waist grooming, there is no need to carve your pumpkins this Halloween because Manscaped is here to upgrade your grooming experience. Go from a bite-sized candy bar to a king-size candy bar and join the 2 million men worldwide by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with promo code WGG. Have you ever tried to trim your balls and it looked like a Freddy Krueger film? Well, luckily, Manscaped is here to save the day and make sure you're smelling fresh with their new refined body wash. Fellas, the ladies love their signature scent, and it will scare away those vampires. Unlock your confidence with the Performance Package 4.0. Inside, you'll find the holy grail of men's grooming items. They've made it easy for you to upgrade your grooming routine. It's a full moon out there, and the werewolf in your pants is howling, and it is time to tackle that problem with the Lawnmower 4.0. Manscaped's finely tuned pube products feature a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is easily the greatest ball trimmer on the planet, and you can seal the deal using Manscaped's liquid formulations. Their Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner will make sure your pumpkins stay fresh. Trust me when I say this, fellas, your balls will thank you. So get 20% off and free shipping with promo code WGG at manscaped.com. That's right, it is 20% off and free shipping with promo code WGG at manscaped.com. Make your balls a priority this fall and choose Manscaped because your balls will thank you. Now enjoy episode 255 of Not Another Gaming Podcast.
Fight!
Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's your boy, Papa Dom. We are back live, direct, and incredibly handsome, just like we always do for episode 255 of the most electrifying gaming podcast in the history of the recorded word. I could not be doing this, of course, without my two beautiful co-hosts. First up, we have a man who, if possible, has consumed negative amounts of anime in his life. He has consumed lots of probiotics and fiber in the last couple of weeks, though, so we're going to be probably keeping this one brief. A man who will predict your favorite streamer's next move, decline bench their entire body as soon as his shoulder's feeling better, and then add 2 more plates and bang out another 10 reps just for fun. The effervescent, the ever-bobsedative, and the possibly flatulent right now. Dr. Bob, what's good, baby?
We don't trust the flatulence right now because of the probiotics. So if there is ever an emergency or just a question mark around it, I'm going to have to step outside.
100%.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Last week was a fucking nightmare for me. I had a 3-day week, and everybody knows in my job, at least, shorter weeks mean I have to do 5 days worth of work in 3 days.
Yeah.
So I was working until 9 p.m. every single day last week. And then was on early coverage all day on Thursday. And then when I got home, I blacked out. Yep. And I woke up at 10 a.m. on fucking Friday. So I was not here last week. Slept through an entire day, basically. And now I'm back. Also, I'm not doing the chip challenge. I think we're going to wait till next week.
Yep.
Because there is a non-zero chance that I have a stomach ulcer right now. Don't know how that happened. I'm going to chalk it up to stress from last fucking week. But yeah, there's a non-zero chance that I have a stomach ulcer right now. So I'm not going to eat a hot chip, even though I've eaten hotter things than the one chip challenge.
Yeah.
Significantly hotter.
We've decided in solidarity that we're going to just punt it one more week. We're going to be doing it next week once we all feel better, once the tum-tum issues are resolved. so that we can all enjoy the sweet sounds, sights, and possibly scents of agony together. And my next co-host, when he's not reviewing burritos and yelling at his phone in public in the name of content for wickedgoodgaming.com, he's contemplating how he's going to be absolutely haunting the dreams of your favorite gaming, esports, and influencer reporters in the market. My friend and yours, Mr. Chris P. How the fuck we feeling?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Gab, for the 5 gifted. Kenny for the 48 months in Speakeasy. Is that 20? God damn.
Shit, thank you so much for the subs.
Jesus.
But
thank you. But I'm doing good. Feels good to be back in the stew. It's been a little bit, had Bob absent last week due to just a lot of things going on. But
First
it's good.
time
I'll be
in a
back.
while. Honestly, first time in a while.
Yeah,
taking a day off.
Yeah,
and we proved that if you leave me and Chris to our own devices, we will get way too buzzed off of pumpkin martinis and just absolutely, make interesting life decisions. And Gab, thank you so much for the extra 5 subs.
The thing is, I'm never going to stop you guys, but I'm glad that I could be a force for grounding. I'm glad I'm that grounding, lightning rod in the ground.
Yeah.
So.
Well, my thing is when you're not here, I'm forced to talk more, and that's when I say dumb shit.
Yeah.
So I just kept talking, but it was good. But no, it feels good to be back in the stew on a nice Thursday night. It's your boy Chris P, the tallest and the lankiest.
Yeah, we should definitely, the 3 of us, we should get together a little earlier next week, before we put ourselves through all that fucking pain, and get a couple of those pumpkin martinis because.
From where?
It was from Murray's.
They're bomb.
They're like espresso martinis, but with pumpkin instead of Bailey's. Like a pumpkin.
And they do it.
A pumpkin liqueur.
They do it too.
Yeah, we both had 2 sips of it, and it was just, even though Chris got a shitload of cinnamon on his.
Yeah, I was doing the fucking cinnamon challenge on the last sip. Choking in the middle of the fucking restaurant.
And Bonds, what's good?
Bonds, what's up, brother?
Shout out to Barry Bonds, his son. He's already hitting the batting cages, already getting ready to provide some run support for the Sox tomorrow. Or is it tomorrow or Saturday?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Well, fucking. Also, big shout out to the Fenway baby, because me and Bonds were, having a little fun, a couple jokey jokes, talking shit to a baby on Twitter, just like you do.
You guys fucking Hardy brothered the fucking poor baby on Twitter.
3D'ing him through a table, calling him useless, calling him a bum. And then I woke up to a notification on Twitter. His mother tweeted at me and was like, "Oh my God, I'm crying laughing." And I'm like, thank God you thought this was funny because we were just calling your baby useless.
Yeah, thank God we're not getting a cease and desist right now.
I think Bond said something like he's doing nothing besides wearing his stupid fucking headphones.
Yeah, stupid fucking headphones. Take those stupid fucking earmuffs off. I was like, he's a bum. We need some run support. He needs to be on the trade block next year. Unbelievable. Talking shit to a toddler, just, WGG difference. Anyway.
Makes you feel better.
Yeah, 100%. But before we go any further, I know, it's been an interesting last couple of days, interesting last week. Let's do a little weekend recap, huh?
Damn, son, where'd you find this? We lit!
Bob, since I haven't seen you for the longest, how was your weekend?
It was tough. This was a big recovery weekend for me. Yep. I took last Friday off because a couple of my friends and I were going to try to beat Back for Blood on Veteran. I've been full in on Back for Blood, bouncing back and forth between that and New World. But Back for Blood has scratched an itch for me that the only other recent game that I've played that has multiplayer wise was Remnant from the Ashes. And we were playing that before Back for Blood came out, prepping for Back for Blood. And it is the day upon its release, we started up on Veteran. We beat the main campaign on the easiest difficulty. The ending is awful. The final boss battle is awful. The story is awful. The characters are fucking awful. Everything you liked about Left 4 Dead, character-wise and charisma-wise, isn't there for Back 4 Blood.
All right, so I'm not playing that game.
However, hold on, I'm not done. However, the gameplay itself is actually very, very good.
I was going to say, for someone who hated the game so much, a little Steam notification pops off an awful lot saying...
I don't hate it. I don't hate the game. I hate everything that isn't involved in the gameplay. They reuse the same locations too often. The characters don't have, the charisma that you got from the Left 4 Dead cast.
Yeah.
It's all, weird pseudo-political jargon that they just throw at each other that just seems shoehorned in to appeal to nobody. I don't know. But it's dumb. The dialogue is dumb. The characters are dumb. The setting is dumb. The story is fucking dumb. The ending is awful. fucking awful. But the replayability of the game is so fucking good because the difficulty spike between the easiest difficulty, recruit, and veteran is astronomical. So it gives us that.
There's only 2 difficulties, or is
no,
there
there's
like a
3.
medium?
No, there's
okay.
no. Veteran is medium, and it took us a whole week to beat medium, and we did it 2 nights ago.
That's veteran.
Yes.
So what the fuck is the next one? Just
Nightmare. So
Game sounds like a nightmare.
sounds like you're really selling me here.
so
I'm all over the place on this.
did you enjoy Left 4 Dead?
Yes.
Okay. If you ignore the 80% of other tacked on shit that they put into the game that literally they didn't need to do, it is hard copy Back 4 Blood with some better mechanics.
Yep.
Like there's a stamina system that's not technically better, but you're now allowed to sprint instead of just walking through a level. And they also implemented a card system. So if you remember, what was it, Magic Arena? Or what Magic?
No, you're thinking Magic Legends.
Magic Legends. That's what it was. I referred to it in my review at wickedgaming.com, and you can read it there. Magic Legends gives you like a deck building system.
Right.
There is a similar deck building system in Back 4 Blood, which I actually really enjoy. It allows for like a variety of play styles because each individual character has their own like class type.
Okay.
So you could be a melee only character and you get cards in your deck that push your melee build. So like every time you hit they're called ridden, they're not zombies. I fucking hate that. But every time you hit a ridden, like they automatically die, you get 2 health. Or you get like bonus health.
Right. I get you. Yeah.
There's sniper builds. I have a fucking healing build. Like everything is designed to create roles for each playthrough.
Yeah.
And that's why we're having so much fun with it because I do healing. Other person does like weak spot damage to kill special zombies faster.
Right.
Killing bosses it's a great game. There is so much flawed around it. It's super short if you just play on the regular difficulty. There's also no single player available for it, which is stupid. But the game is in desperate need of DLC to be released very soon.
Sounds like it needs some TLC too, am I right?
I mean, the headline of my article was Back 4 Blood, Back to the Oven, because that's exactly what it needed.
How long did it take to come out? Wasn't it like a fucking decade?
It was like late last year.
No, like when did Left 4 Dead? What was the last one? Left 4 Dead 2?
Left 4 Dead. So they
Like 10 years ago.
So yeah, so Turtle
Like
Rock.
0809.
Turtle Rock released Left 4 Dead 1 in like 2008, I think. And then Left 4 Dead 2, I think, was like 2009 or something like that. But I don't think Turtle Rock worked on Left 4 Dead 2. But yeah, it's been like 13 years since this type of a game was to be brought back. I think they nailed it in gameplay. Absolutely nailed it in gameplay. All the fucking hours I spent playing Left 4 Dead, it feels like that, but with some additional shit that also makes it different and feel good as well.
Right.
The story, characters, environment, awful. All of that shit's awful.
Yeah, that's a non-starter for me. If like there's no memorable characters, the story sucks. There's no single player. Like that for me, you know me well enough to know that that's like enough that there is nothing that can redeem that game for me unless that is changed.
Our friend Bricky did a video the other day on it, specifically highlighting the lack of single player. So if you try to go in and just play with bots, it states outright you will not get supply points, which you use to buy cards. So you won't get supply points, so you can't build a deck. You won't get achievements. You won't get any of that. They outright say it if you're trying to play solo. It makes no fucking
moronic.
sense.
That's really dumb. I'm sure that the game mechanically is sound. It sounds good. I know you're a appreciator of those types of things, but holy smokes, do I not want to fucking play that game because of the lack of, I mean, I guess that goes to show you the like Valve coat of like sheen on it, like that level of kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. But hey, maybe it'll be better. Maybe they'll put it back in the oven, like you said. And
then outside of that, just New World. I've just been playing fucking New World.
For sure. Chris, how was your weekend?
It was good. I've definitely slowed down on my New World play. I got to get back onto it. I haven't been on it like a week. Burnt myself out. The Chris special right there. But on Saturday night, I wasn't doing too good in the gambling department. So what do? You go to the casino and you make it all back. So I went there with a couple people, and I get there, sit down. The roulette table is just absolutely fucking me. I was like, all right, cool. I got to do something different, whatever. So I'll go play slots. just you throw a couple bucks in and play slots. So I threw like $40 in. I'm doing $1 slaps and doing all right. And like I just kept building up a little bit, losing a little bit, building up a little bit. And then all my friends came up to me. They were just like, we're just going to go grab something to eat. I was like, all right, cool. Like, let me just burn the rest of my money. And I was there with Nick. And he goes, come on, just on the last, like up the bet a little bit. So I was like, all right, I'll do like $2.50 slaps. On the first one, I hit like a bonus. Lights are going, fucking everything's going nuts. Everyone's fucking huddled around
Now
me.
you're fucking hooked in.
I was like, oh shit, what's going on? And like it looked crazy. I thought I was going to win like $1 million. I was like, wow, this is great. Ended up winning like $500. I mean, all right, cool. Like made my money back. All good. Went to go eat, went back. I was like, I'll throw another $40 in on the first one. Same thing, but I won 80. I just doubled my money. I was like, I'm just going to take my money out and,
I've never walked out of a casino up.
No, never. No. But I did. I got lucky there. As it was happening, the woman next to me, she must have been there for a while. As soon as like all the bells and whistles started going off, I look at the corner of my eye. She like punched hers. And then as the night went on, obviously it got later and the creeps started coming in. There was a dude screaming at a slot machine. I swore the thing wasn't on, to be honest with you. Like he wasn't playing it. But he's sitting there like
There's a lot of things that weren't on.
Slapping his leg, going, light up, motherfucker, light up, screaming. Everyone's looking at him. And I walked by. It looked like he wasn't even playing. Like it was just kind of sitting there. And he saw everything moving.
Yeah, that's...
But apparently he was playing. He had it on like auto spin, and I just saw it at a bad moment. I was like, oh, shit, like things are getting a little fucked up here. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Came back, played some Super Smash. Pete's big into Super Smash right now, so... We're hanging out on the couch playing Smash for a little bit, the mini games and whatnot within it. Shout out Sora now in Smash.
Mm-hmm. It only took fucking 10 years.
Not buying the DLC because I probably won't play that game in another week, and I'm not spending the money on it. But welcome Sora, welcome you with open arms. But I'm not going to play as you because I am cheap. But yeah, that was my weekend. Looking forward to this one. And
fuck, now I want to listen to that song from Kingdom Hearts 3.
What's that light? What the hell is it called?
Well, the Simple and Clean's the original one. I don't know what
I'm talking about the Kingdom Hearts 3. Fuck.
Oh, they're all coming to Switch, so I'm gonna
Oh no, Kingdom Hearts is I'm an island boy.
Hey, since we're in fucking South Keys, Florida right now, and it's 24 fucking Celsius, do you mind opening the fucking window?
Yeah, true.
Happy to.
As far as my weekend goes, it was actually pretty low key. Friday, got some Chinese food, hung in the house. Caught up on a bunch of TV. Just like did absolutely nothing. Saturday, hit a brewery.
Sanctuary.
Got home.
Thank you, Reg.
Yeah, Sanctuary, there you go. Hit a brewery, got home early, went to bed early. Sunday, had a bit of a little like Sunday dinner, made a little gravy, some chicken parm, watched some football. Watched the Pats completely fucking shit the bed against the Texans, which was fucking brutal. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it was pretty low key. I've been playing a lot of New World whenever I can. Haven't had a ton of time to game. Tons of work catching up to me, and obviously just house stuff, house construction is fucking crazy. So, New World, and I also have been playing a lot of Metroid Dread, which is fucking phenomenal. Yeah, really, really good game. Can't recommend that enough. That's like my that's why I love my Switch so much. Is I can just like, even if I'm in between things, I can just pick it up off the dock and like play mobile, which is great. So Metroid Dread's great. New World is still very good. Still having a great time with that. And that's been pretty much that, honestly.
You want to laugh a little bit? Yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, woke up, nice brisk fall weather, right? It was phenomenal. It was like 58 out. So I was like, all right, like I'm touching my desk and it's frozen. So I was like, all right, I'm going to put the heat on a little bit, like first heat of the season. Super excited. Sitting there, everything's getting nice and warm. I was like, I'm going to go do laundry. I go downstairs, flooded because of the water heat of the boiler. So there's like a shit ton of water in the basement. I'm like, great. Like, fuck am I going to do? Luckily, they put a new one in today, so everything's good.
Great.
But not cheap and not fun to go down in your basement and see that there's a shit ton of water.
I can imagine that wouldn't be.
No.
I have a question. Have you guys watched Squid Games yet?
I have. I'm on episode 4.
I'm on the last episode, and I don't understand why everybody is so fucking overhyped about it.
Yeah, I don't either. I haven't.
I think it's good.
Yeah,
haven't
it's
watched
solid.
it.
It's not like, it's cool. I mean, I don't watch a lot of like foreign dramas or like dubbed shows. Are you watching it dubbed or?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I'm watching it Korean subbed. But this is also the 4th Korean subbed show on Netflix I've watched.
Yeah, it was Train to Busan was a...
Well, Train to Busan is like a 10 out of 10 zombie movie, one of the best zombie movies ever made. And the main character in Train to Busan is in Squid Games for only 1 episode, I think. But I'm on the last episode right now, and I'm like, yeah, this show's really good. But like, I've watched Kingdom, which is a Korean show, which is also very good. I've watched Sweet Home, which is probably my favorite Korean show that's on Netflix, and Alice in Borderlands, which is better, which is Squid Games, but better. So I don't understand why everybody's fucking freaking out.
I think
Who's
it's just
the,
one of those, like, viral thing.
Who's the Korean chick that everyone's obsessed with now?
I don't know, but she's a model.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna say
actually
I see her everywhere now, and she grew. I think she grew like 25 million followers like overnight or something crazy after Squid Game went kind of insane.
Yeah, I started watching it. I'm on episode like 3 or 4. I think I'm on episode 4 now. It's cool. I mean, I don't think that like it hasn't like caught me yet. Like it hasn't like blown me away really. I think it's cool. I don't watch a lot of K-dramas, so it's interesting to see.
First of all, okay, you stop putting a label on the things that I watch.
Okay, I haven't watched a lot of foreign television.
Okay, that's better. Thank
you. That is
you.
dubbed over. I saw somebody call it a K-drama. I don't know if that's the official.
Okay, well, whoever said that was wrong, and you shouldn't listen to you shouldn't take their advice.
Okay.
Shout out K-pop. Shout out K-dramas. What's that bands in K-pop? Like not B2.
BTS.
BTS. Yeah. Shout out BTS.
Yeah, we have to get on the good side.
I finished watching Ted Lasso season 2, which I did not think was great. It is still better than most shows out there, but it's severely like the plot quality from season 1, which I think is an impeccable, perfect, irreparable. I'm sorry, not irreparable. Like irreplaceable season of television. Like you just can't. Imitable is the word I'm thinking of. Season of television, absolutely fucking flawless. Season 2 had huge boots to fill and did not do that. I also saw some other fucking poor sap posted on Twitter. I didn't think season 2 of Ted Lasso was very good, and he got fucking his throat jumped down by a bunch of blue check marks who accused him of like hating British people or something like that.
Oh, so I can't say, hold on. Okay, so I can't say anything bad about Squid Games.
No. Yeah, it was like you either hate British people or there's like 2 or 3. There are 2 very important arcs in the show that have to do with 2 of the female characters, and the writer accused him of hating women because he didn't like season 2 of Ted Lasso. And season 1 is more focused on the titular character, Ted Lasso himself, but also involves those 2 characters very heavily. So I don't see how that fucking shit correlates.
Imagine having an opinion.
Yeah. No. So I watched it, again, I've watched both seasons. I am, also a pretty big soccer fan, but it doesn't make a difference. It's a very good show.
You know what comes out in a couple weeks?
Green Street Hooligans 3.
I think there already is a Green Street Hooligans 3.
I thought there was like a straight to DVD.
Yeah,
number
2 when they go to prison. Also, wasn't that bad.
I used to buy those at Lenny's Barbershop for $2.50.
I definitely got Green Street Hooligans 2 from like when Netflix did DVDs.
Or the guy who just walks into your barbershop.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I used to buy shit.
Kevin.
My dad used to come home with like a shit ton. I was like, first off, why are you at Lenny's?
Yeah. Second of all, there's porns in half of these.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I mix those in with my fucking DVDs.
Yeah. Well, I guess there was an Italian restaurant next door. Well, there is an Italian restaurant next door. But the guy would go next door into fucking whatever it was, and my dad used to buy them as he's sitting
What is
there.
he selling now? Like SD cards or something?
I don't know. He's probably out of business.
Must be.
God bless
But,
him. I hope he found something else.
The Wheel of Time comes out in 2 weeks.
It does.
In November 19th.
God damn. Fuck yeah.
I am not nearly. I don't have super high hopes.
I don't want my hopes to be deflated.
Right.
I am trying to keep my expectations tempered. It's going to be. There's no way they're going to be able to cram the entire first book into what I assume is going to be like 10 episodes.
I think it's 8, and I think they are. I think that's exactly. I think it might even be more than book 1.
There's like so much.
I know.
There though.
Yeah, I think it's 8 episodes. 3 episodes release on the 19th, and then it's like every week till like December 26th or some shit.
Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to keep my hopes tempered. I am of the mind that more like medieval fantasy television is better than less.
Different though. It is super far in the future.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
no, I thought it was. Wait, what?
Yeah. The Wheel of Time takes place like way ahead of the future.
Oh, yeah. No, I have heard that before. That it's not like medieval. It's like
I just learned about this too
yeah.
because
I forgot about that.
I am like 75% of the way through book 4, and I just figured out what actually happened before, like this time period.
Yes.
And I won't spoil it, but it is
Somebody had told
future.
me that. Yeah. I completely forgot about that. Somebody did tell me that there was like some fucking crazy. I thought you meant the show is set way in the future and it has nothing to do with the books at all. And I was going to scream extremely loud. So yeah, Wheel of Time's coming out. That I really hope is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Squid Game. It's cool.
Is it Squid Game or Games?
It's game, but
Game. Okay.
Squid Games.
I keep saying
Like
Squid
Ben
Games. Yeah, Ben Broads.
Ben Broads.
Ben Broads on Squid Games.
Yeah, like D'Angelo's, which is like only D'Angelo.
Is it?
Yeah, it's D'Angelo Sandwich Shop, but we always call it the D'Angelo's.
What's that like called? Like is it the Mandela effect?
Mandela.
I don't think that's not what that is.
Hold
though.
on.
Like when you like
Hold on.
you thought something was the same thing.
Oh, yeah,
all the-
yeah,
Do you know?
Yeah.
Hold on. Do you know who the Mandela effect is related to? Where it stems from?
No.
You don't know the person that the Mandela effect stems from.
No.
I wouldn't expect him to know who Mandela is. You look like the face of somebody who pays attention to history class. Do you know what he fucking did earlier today when he rated something at 3.5 and he put 2.5? 2.5. Fucking puts a penguin on that.
Of course you wouldn't know who Nelson Mandela is.
I was definitely not going to say Nelson. I was going to say like Anthony or something.
Anthony Mandela.
Anthony Mandela.
Hey,
he
works
works at the
yeah.
fucking deli down the street.
Yeah, just got out of the pen. Got a good job now.
My buddy Anthony Mandela, he works down at the, he works at Domino's.
He does. He's the sous chef.
Jesus Christ. Shout out Italian Heritage Month. Which is why I'm wearing the fucking tracksuit. But let's get right into it. We had a couple of things that we wanted to cover. Bob, there was a thing that I know you wanted to talk about. There was some charity. I don't even want to call it a scandal because I feel like it was over with. But I feel like people were really trying to make it a thing. But you go ahead and explain what was going on.
Yeah, so October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There's been a lot of charities going on, which I think is fucking incredible. I'm glad that everybody is trying to raise money for such a good cause. Recently, a Warzone streamer by the DanDangling did a breast cancer fundraiser.
Yep.
And specifically outright stated ahead of time, 50% of proceeds that are raised today will go to the charity.
Yep.
Okay, right?
Yep.
Stamp on it,
Check.
50% is going there.
Understood.
Turns out people were not super okay with that, and I can understand other people's viewpoints of seeing it like, that's kind of fucked up. Why wouldn't 100% of it go to it? Sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. I see that viewpoint. But also, she said outright, 50% of all proceeds that are raised today will go to this fundraiser.
Yes.
You know, she said it up front.
It's right there on the screen.
But it was huge. It was in the top right.
Yeah.
It was like all 50%. It was just so blown out of proportion. Everyone's just going at her.
People
Like
just want something to fucking get angry about.
it's the same shit where like I don't want to compare it to fucking. This is like where my brain goes. Like if Jeff Bezos, right, donates a certain amount of money,
it drives me up a wall.
people are just like, well, like you're a millionaire. Why didn't you donate more?
Yeah, these are the same people who go to CVS and they're like, "Do you want to donate $1 to the Jimmy Fund?" And they're like, "No."
Yeah. Do you want to round up? Like
Yeah,
you
do
want
you want to add fucking 35 cents to your purchase to give it to like homeless children?
Yeah, so it all started really like when I really saw this start to unfold before like everyone started picking it up. She was on Twitter, and then one of the FaZe Clan members, FaceSantana, who's part of like Nuke Squad with Swag and all those guys, he's the one that pretty much brought it to light. He's like, "Oh, what do you mean? Like only 50%?" And other people I saw arguing it, they were pretty much saying that they thought it was wrong, or some of them were saying it was wrong because it was used as a way to signal boost that stream. And in return, you get more viewers, more donations, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it was not hidden.
No.
That like, by the way, I kept 50% of it. Like it was clearly right there and clearly
FaZe Clan,
said,
is the first name in ethics when it comes to anything.
oh,
Right?
well, they saved the kids, so I mean they know what they're talking about. But like it was clearly stated, it was so blown out of proportion, and I guess I get where people come from. Like, why didn't you give all of it to it? But that's just not what the stream was.
But
That
it's
maybe
so
she's
easy
gonna
to say that about somebody else's money and somebody else's pockets.
exactly.
No, so I'm not going to side with anybody. I don't give a fuck. I think what she did was good.
Right.
But I also understand that people can be upset about it.
Also-
But the thing is, people are going to be upset about fucking anything.
Yeah, I feel like given her size, she has probably 30,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah, she's not giant.
She's not. I think she is partnered, right?
She's partnered. I think she averages a couple.
Not signed to an org.
Nope.
You know, doesn't have a massive platform, so she's probably somewhere. And this is just me assuming. She's probably somewhere between just on the cusp of like doing this for a living and like maybe just getting by. Like, so you need that money. Yeah. Like that's granted. Sure, you can bring in all the attention that you want, but the extra attention is probably not going to offset you cutting half of your stream proceeds and, you know, and giving it to charity. It's probably not going to, you're not going to get 150% of the traffic. She's probably not. And so like, it just, people want something to complain about. And again, you know, it's so easy to pile on when somebody is you know, making something sound bad or is targeting somebody else because they don't like them or they just want a reason to target that person. I don't know the DanDangler from the hole in the wall. No. I don't know.
I unfollowed her on everything just like before this.
Yeah.
She was annoying. I unfollowed her.
I mean, I thought you said I follow her on everything.
No, I unfollowed her on everything.
Okay. I mean, I don't know her from a hole in the wall. I have a neutral perspective, and this is just coming. If you had explained this to me off the street and it said, hey, you know, a person is doing a stream and they announce beforehand that it's 50% to charity, and you can presume that the other 50% is just going to go into their pockets. Like, what would you think about that? I would be like, okay.
Do you have your torch and pitchfork? Right
Yeah. No, I'd be like, that's really nice that they're donating 50% to charity. And this is the same thing as like, you know, I don't want to see anything from fucking FaceSantana or whoever. Then I don't want to see him, you know, buying any NFL breast cancer research merch because that gives all of fucking 1% to charity or something like that. And the rest is just, look at me, I'm wearing something pink, and that's adding, you know, whatever. Like every brand.
Yeah, I was gonna buy breast cancer awareness scrubs today because I had to buy new scrubs. And
I would love to see you in pink scrubs.
I think you'd murder them.
I would absolutely rock them. Are you kidding
me?
You
would kill those.
I would absolutely destroy pink scrubs and then physically probably destroy them because I would get them so dirty. But like I was gonna buy them, but I couldn't find anywhere on the website like what that ratio was. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to get normal scrubs.
And again, you should definitely support these charities. Every little bit helps. It's not, and again, this is, without getting too personal, something that is incredibly, critically important to me. And I'm sure to everybody. I mean, everybody's been impacted by cancer at some point. Breast cancer in particular is an incredibly, you know, close subject. But like by all means, support something. And, you know, if it's going to give even 10% or 1%, that's more than probably 80% of the people on fucking Twitter who are hiding behind their keyboard complaining have contributed to charity in their entire lives.
Legit. Yeah.
So, you know, every little bit helps. And, you know, that'd be the same as us fucking saying, you know, for whatever measly amount we're able to raise with whatever small platform we have. Oh, well, why didn't you guys like match and donate, you know, $2,500 of your own money or something like that?
Which we have.
Which we have. And we've gotten the match through corporate donations. Thank you, Jess, who helps us every time with that stuff. But like that, just like people would rather complain rather than make a change. And that's what drives me up a fucking wall. Like, you don't have to like this person. You don't have to like anybody who's doing a charity in order to support it. And, you know, I've even seen people tweet like, oh, well, where do you hear about, you know, how streamers get paid by charity orgs to stream and raise money? That doesn't fucking matter. You don't think that, like, I'm sure that there's plenty of people who have said...
They pay for marketing.
Yeah, they have to pay for marketing. That's called a marketing budget.
Yeah.
That is called a fucking marketing budget. Money is a real thing. That is a tangible resource that we need to, you know, utilize in order to do things.
Yeah.
So part of that is getting somebody, hey, we have a celebrity guest appearance. Sure, I guarantee that they maybe would have taken, not all of them are going to be for free. The Rock is not going to show up because I ask him to, because I say, hey, you know, we need the Dom needs a jet ski fund, really needs a fucking a sponsor. Would you please come on the stage? And I bet he would be like, absolutely the fuck not.
Here's my going rate.
Yeah, here's my going rate.
I have a song with Tech Nine I have to make.
Yeah, right. That Black Adam trailer looks fucking sick.
Dude, all right, can I
You see the Black Adam trailer?
I saw like a Twitter clip, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
So good.
I just watched the Batman trailer for the first time yesterday.
Sick.
I would
Ooh, doggy.
I would lick fucking fry grease off of Robert Pattinson. Oh my god!
Yeah.
He's fucking Batman.
Yeah,
he's Batman.
Yeah,
I'd fuck
the
him.
first clear shot of him in the cowl.
He's Batman.
The jawline there.
I am so fucking sick of people shutting down Robert Pattinson.
No, he's great.
I don't give a fuck if he didn't start his career in Twilight. He started his career in like fucking Harry Potter, first of all.
Yeah. Shout out Cedric Diggory.
I don't give a shit if he was in the Twilight series. I've seen him in a dozen other fucking roles, and he nails every one of them. Same as Kristen Stewart. Every fucking thing I see her in, she's good in. Everything I see Robert Pattinson in, he's good in. I watched The Lighthouse. I hated the movie. I loved him and Willem Dafoe in it, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's fucking Batman. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
He's so fucking hot.
But yeah, to close my book on that whole thing, I think the real issue is people who do all this fucking complaining about where other people's money goes without actually donating any of it themselves, and they can go fuck themselves. I gotta pee.
I want to pivot this really quick, and I feel like this is fitting because of people calling things like not fair or a scam, whatever you want to call it. 100 Thieves co-founder Valkyrae is under a lot of heat right now. Under a lot of heat because she just launched it. She just announced that she is the co-founder of Reflect Skincare, which is skincare products that protect you from blue light that you get from looking at screens. Same things that like why you wear the glasses to protect your eyes and shit
UVB,
like that.
It's supposed to be UV. Like these are UVB glasses. I think there's very little science background to it.
That's why people are losing their minds.
To it actually being beneficial. But guess what? She fucking created something none of you are going to fucking create.
Yeah.
Is it a real product or is it like a
No, it's real. She just launched it. So here's like the backstory really quick.
Oh wait, is the streamer making money and people are mad?
Yes.
Favorite topics.
Valkyrae, 100 Thieves co-owner, YouTube gaming streamer.
Skincare products that prevent against
Exactly.
blue light.
Yep. So people are going nuts that the website didn't have any like science behind it or any proof behind like it actually.
I have to question. As a scientist, I do have to question how the fuck does that even work?
I don't know. And apparently, and I can't confirm or deny this because I did not look for myself. This is just what I heard. So take this with a grain of salt. There was one article on the website like linking back to studies, and it was from WebMD.
You can't. My girlfriend goes on WebMD 6 times a day.
Once again, take that with a grain of salt.
And one of these days, I'm going to have to block the words WebMD on her phone and her laptop and her fucking iPad. It doesn't. I woke up with a nosebleed today.
Dying.
Because it was dry out.
Dying.
Right? Woke up with a nosebleed and then I got a headache afterwards because of the blood pressure change in your head. I had some anxiety behind it because I'm like, man, I felt fucking weird for the past couple of weeks. Yeah. Maybe. God forbid I looked at WebMD. I'd have a fucking brain tumor. I'd have to go to the fucking emergency room.
Yeah.
Don't go to WebMD, but also I do question the validity of like UVB. Like I wear these because I stare at a screen for 16 hours a day. And they tend to help me at the end of the day when I'm staring at that screen before I go to sleep. Yeah. Because it's to me, it's less strain on my eye. Do I know if there's actual science behind that? I think there's less.
I got mine. I have like prescription ones, and they definitely do. Mine definitely do work. I know that for a fact. But
the thing is, like, even if there is that behind your eyes, right? I think people are going like insane that there's nothing about it affecting your skin.
So the only thing that would make sense to me is that there was some form of SPF included in her skincare product. But there's no purpose to that because the FPS ranking system is if you have SPF 15, the 15 is not like the strength scale. That's the time. That's the time. Yeah. And how long you're supposed to wait. Yeah, Chris, you're learning something.
What? Is it?
Yeah. So if you get, yes.
Damn, I thought it was just hella strong.
No. So if you get SPF 90, you can wait an hour and a half before you're supposed to reapply it again. Yeah. So what doesn't make sense to me is UVB protection for your skin just means SPF. Yeah. But if you're getting
is it makeup or is it lotion or both?
Lotion. I believe the one I saw was lotion. Put on your face, all that good stuff.
Okay, so maybe there is some form of SPF included in it,
Right.
but it doesn't make sense because then you would still have to just fucking reapply.
Yeah, I'll need SPF fucking 10 hours, whatever that is.
That doesn't exist.
SPF 60.
Well, maybe I should make that for gamers. You're standing at a computer for 10
gamers
hours.
have had it their entire lives. It's called staying inside.
Yeah, it's called staying inside.
That's what it
That's
is.
SPF Infinity. You just don't need to.
It's called SPF. I live in a basement.
Yeah.
True.
So okay, to summarize, Valkyrae came out with a line of skincare products that are supposed to help protect against blue light, but there was nothing backing it, so people got mad and were like,
Yeah, people were saying it's so.
Well,
One person with the platform that said it was a scam was the Twitch streamer Hassan. He was like, "No, like that's a scam," and other people are kind of jumping on.
But he's also so fucking overly opinionated.
I know,
You
but
can't really follow
like
everything
he's
he
not the
says.
only one. Like as soon as it came out, people were like what? But then you have like the followers and the people that like support them. Are like, oh wow, this is great, like good stuff.
simply do
I even
not-
wrote on it, congratulations. I don't know.
Hey, I have a great idea. Why don't you get a scientist to review this?
But she said she did, but there was like it didn't make it on the website or something like that.
that's and yeah, that's sure.
So you can. There is a reason why there are third-party independent parties that review actual healthcare information, like actual fucking
Yeah, you have
drugs.
third-party people who validate things, and
So do that. Guess what?
Independent.
Listen, you're a millionaire content creator. Pay fucking $50,000 to have somebody do this testing, and if they confirm it, congratulations, you can fucking wave it in everybody's face.
Yeah.
They're still going to be upset anyway. If they deny it, okay, then remove that fucking marketing portion of it and say, hey, I'm releasing a skincare product and lotion.
Also, the likelihood, it's more likely than not. Like people are going to jump all over and be like, I can't believe Valkyrae is selling fucking,
I would also like to throw in real quick. She's a co-founder, so there is another one.
Right. So there's
multiple.
People are going to fucking act like Valkyrae was in the lab with fucking goggles and a jacket on, mixing over a pot of fucking skincare lotion and was going, ha, this is perfect. Everybody buy it. She didn't invent it. This is a company. It's like people. George Foreman wasn't in a fucking garage with a fucking power drill and a bunch of plastic.
You can't convince me he wasn't.
He wasn't in a
I think
you know
he was.
he wasn't like Tony Stark in a cave with a box of scraps and invented the Foreman grill. He came out after 6 days behind a boulder and went, look what I have created.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I know that
You
because
don't
he
know?
told the story. You get.
I didn't hear the story. I don't believe it.
He was a very humble man.
Yeah, he was humble. He was humble. Yeah. What? She just removed co-founder of 100 Thieves from her bio. Ooh,
Chris, double check?
shit.
No way.
Ooh.
There's no way she doesn't lose that because of this. This isn't that big of a fucking deal.
Maybe there was just not enough characters.
Yeah, she had to replace fucking co-founder or co-owner of 100 Thieves with co-owner of Reflect.
I'm literally typing in Valkyrae, and it's the first thing that comes up is Valkyrae scam. People are fucking idiots. People think that, it just says her Valkyrae, her Twitter bio says, hi, smiley face. I'm a creator / streamer on YouTube.
Wow, it's true. She's removed it from her bio.
All right, we're going to have to pause the podcast for a second and record a short.
Reflect Skin, inspired by Valkyrae, a new kind of screen protection. That's a kind of a sick tagline. But yeah, so she wasn't in some laboratory in this military base whipping up the Reflect product and putting
So
them
now
in
you're telling us it was created in a military base. Now we can't, it's backed by the government.
Yeah.
We can't trust this. We can't fucking trust this shit. I'm with everybody else. I'm getting my fucking torch. I'm not doing
She was
this.
there with with one of those like piping bags that you use for cake frosting to put it into the containers and then sold it to the masses so that everybody could be outraged about it. A company likely went to her and was like, hey, this is a white labeled skincare product that we would like you to help us brand. And so she probably was like, cool, like I'll be on the board of whatever, I love when we get first time chat from DW0
Wolfie.
D Wolfie. Okay, there we go. I was trying to
There's
read
no
the-
wait, no. D Wolfie sounds so familiar. It doesn't make sense that that's first time chat.
I think he was maybe using the Discord. But so like a company said, hey, this is what we've got. Like this is the product. We would love you to put your name on it. We're going to pay you all this money. And they spin the suitcase around and open it up, and then you're good to go.
And there's another suitcase inside that just says "Go out back." There's a van full of money.
It's an address. It's just a phone with a Google Maps location to an entire warehouse full of fucking suitcases of money. So that's what it is. So you trust those companies. That company is paying somebody to do that research.
Yeah.
Likely. You can't. I don't think you can sell like a fucking. anything.
According to her, this has been a project she's been working on for over 2 years.
Yeah. So she's probably working on the branding, like how they're going to market it, like the actual like aesthetic of the brand. Valkyrae is not fucking standing over the scientist's shoulder and going, add a little bit more SPF to that shit. You know, we really need this to be a minimum SPF 90 million.
For Chris.
Yeah. Long-time listener, first-time chatter. Well, welcome, man. We appreciate you. So yeah, that's interesting. I happen to think that we have had enough. My actual biggest problem with Reflect is that it's just another one of those named brands that takes all the vowels out of the word.
Removes the vowels.
Yeah. Like we're just gonna rebrand to WCKDGDGMNG.
It actually looks sick. All capitals though.
Let me type it out on my phone and see how this looks.
Okay, so what I take away from this is, okay, maybe it's someone.
Your Twitter handle of that, Chris.
That's fire.
Damn, we're ready to get fucking sued by the FDA and Hassan already,
God,
dude.
Wow. What I take away from this is, okay, maybe this product is mismarketed, but so isn't fucking 95% of products that are released.
Yeah.
I would like, personally, because as a fucking man of science, I would like to see somebody actually test it to see if it's legitimate. Because if it is, that's cool. If it's a legitimate thing, congratulations.
This sounds like a job for us.
This sounds like a job for a professional burrito reviewer and and dropper, Chris. We will slather you in Reflect. Reflect, if you're listening to this, send us 16 gallons, like paint buckets of your material. We will coat Chris in it and leave him in front of these screens for a week. And we will come back and see if his skin has sloughed off of his body. And if not, congratulations, you are WGG approved.
Yeah.
Get the stamp.
Love that. But yeah, that's the whole thing. And thank you, Reg, for putting that on the radar. She's removed that from her bio. I don't know what the hell that can possibly like.
Hey, you know what? You know what we get to do after the podcast?
Speculate.
Yeah. Yep.
Literally, all three of us are here. We might as well fucking do it.
100%. Next topic. What do we got?
Next topic is, what did I want to talk about? Oh, the Uncharted trailer came out. So, speaking of things that people have opinions about, the Uncharted trailer is out. I would just like to get this out of the way. I'm going to get this out of the way before I say anything else. And I'm sure there will be people who are upset about this. I really hate to break this to everybody. And Chris, I know that this is a particularly very soft subject for you, and I do not want to break your heart live on the podcast. Nathan Fillion is not playing Nathan Drake.
He does not know who Nathan Fillion is.
I've never played an Uncharted game.
He knows. Deep in his soul,
he don't know. He does not know who Nathan Fillion is.
He absolutely does. I want to let you down easy. He was not cast as Nathan Drake. I know that you, along with dozens of other Twitter users, I
am one of them.
Nathan Drake looks exactly, sounds exactly, and is basically in real life Nathan Drake.
Nathan Fillion is Nathan Drake.
Yeah. Wait, Nathan Drake.
You said Nathan Drake is Nathan Drake.
Nathan Fillion is Nathan Drake. He even went so far as to make a little fan video.
Yep, which is actually great.
Which is a phenomenal, fantastic, beautiful thing. And believe me, as somebody who has tried to champion a cause for a fucking decade in adding Gino to Smash, believe me, I know what it's like to have unrealistic expectations for a video game company to do what you want. Yes, Nathan Fillion would have been a phenomenal Nathan Drake if they only made one movie. He's not getting any younger. He already looks a little aged. Yeah. He already looks like Drake in Uncharted 4, which is like, the end, and he's a little bit older. He's getting on in years, but this is not the case. If you watch the movie trailer, he's young. Tom Holland,
handsome,
beautiful man, playing a young Nathan Drake. He also played a 14-year-old Peter Parker in the first fucking Spider-Man movie. Yeah, but he's like 26.
He's like 20. He's in his mid-20s.
So, but they are absolutely, positively, without a doubt in my mind, going to try to stretch this into like 4 or 5 movies, and they should, because it is easily the most widely mass appealed. Like 45% of the people that see this movie will have no idea that it's based on a video game and will still love it.
Yeah, it is, because the franchise is so cinematic enough that you have that much of a core that you could build a movie off of.
Yeah.
So
people that
don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need that pre-existing fan base.
Right. I'll show this to my wife who loves like National Treasure. And what's not to love?
Yeah, exactly.
Who loves like National Treasure is one of her favorite movies. We watched it like 10 fucking times, and she'll be like, "Wow, this is sick! Like, can we go see this?" I will not even tell her that this is. Actually, she might recognize the name, but like
Does anyone need a drink?
No, I'm
good, thank you. She will be like all over it because it's a world-spanning mystery, historical adventure with lots of action and comedy and stuff like that. That's just I think it's. I'll wait until Bob's back because we got to do tinfoil hats. But the movie looks great. The trailer looks awesome. People are still mad that Nathan Fillion isn't Nathan Drake. I feel you. He would have been perfect, but only for one flick, maybe two. They want to stretch this out into 10 movies. They're going to have Mark Wahlberg grow into the role as Victor Sullivan. They're going to have him get older. The grays are going to start to grow in. The hair's going to grow out. He's going to grow the mustache. They're introducing a young Chloe Black, I think is her last name in the thing.
I've also never played the franchise, but I own all 4 games. Never played them.
Fucking fun.
I own all of them.
The only one I haven't finished is the 4th one, but goddamn, those are some of my favorite games.
I haven't looked as young as Tom Holland. He's 25 years old. I didn't look that young when I was like 8.
Yeah, 100%.
It looks great.
And like all the characters are younger. This is an origin story. They did already kind of tell the origin story in Uncharted 3, and I think this involves Nathan Drake's brother, who I believe is a plot point in Uncharted 4. And I don't know. I actually don't even care if this is verbatim to the plot. It doesn't need to be because it's going to be its own thing, and that's totally fine. It's just like Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider, also another Sony property, which didn't follow the plot of the games exactly, but were still good movies in their own right.
Well, I never watched the new one. I
didn't see that one. No.
I watched
the Angelina Jolie ones.
Oh, my God. You think of fucking Tomb Raider, you think of Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, whew.
And I mean, same thing. Honestly, this is actually, I'm actually really excited for, all the Tom Holland stands out there because they get to feel like what we felt when like Tomb Raider got announced and we were like, damn, like prime Angelina Jolie was Lara Croft. But now it's Tom Holland, and Tom Holland stan Twitter is going fucking.
Oh, insane! They should have got Vin Diesel in the Uncharted movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Should have.
Who would he play?
Anyone.
Do we think that this is the starting point for like the good video game movies moving forward?
Yes.
Because there's also a Resident Evil like rebuilding of the franchise coming up.
But we also have Seth Rogen playing Donkey Kong soon.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
Okay, 2 tinfoil. I got a double tinfoil hat for
Is that good?
Yeah, that was
Pretty good, yeah.
All right, I got a double tinfoil hat. Ready? It's going to be like in Little Nicky where the guy has tits for the head, so you just put it on.
No, you put the hat on first, and then you put the shoulder pads on.
Oh, yeah, put the tinfoil pauldrons on. So your tinfoil cloak and hat. So part 1, tinfoil hat 1. I think Uncharted is going to set a new box office record for video game spin-off films.
What is the current? What
it's
is even
probably
the fucking
not
current
anything
record?
great. It's probably like it's got to be an obscure one. It's got to be an obscure
Didn't
one.
the World of Warcraft movie go like insane?
World of Warcraft set a record in like China.
Yeah, in
in
China.
the U.S.
Yeah, but also
I also thought that fucking movie was great.
I thought it was great too. But also the Resident Evil movies.
Sonic the Hedgehog might be the one. That might be the one.
Oh, that was fucking that movie was fucking incredible. Oh, yeah. But all the Resident Evil movies flopped in the U.S. but made billions in China.
Warcraft is the top grossing video game movie of all time.
I think it beats Warcraft.
It was like solely because of the China budget. Also, this was from
Detective Pikachu, good one, Ken.
Yeah, Detective Pikachu was probably up there. This was from 2021 though. So yeah, Detective Pikachu was right behind it. $6 million behind it.
All right, so we can say Detective Pikachu probably started it.
Yeah.
And then from there,
the top 5.
Super Mario Brothers with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
Not even Uncharted. No, it's not even on there. Top 5 is 438 mil. Is worldwide, by the way. 438 mil for Warcraft, 432 mil for Detective Pikachu, 427 mil for Rampage with The Rock.
That's okay. That's not even a video game movie.
I know.
The Rock was in it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Chris, hate to break it to you. Number 4 is 352 mil for the Angry Birds movie. Tough. And number 5 is, remember this one? 336 mil for Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time with Jake fucking Gyllenhaal. Remember that?
How's that behind Angry Birds?
I heard it was awful.
Final Chapter Resident Evil 314, Battleship was 313. That had Rihanna in it.
Yeah, I know. That was also awful.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2020 was 304 mil.
That's a great one.
Resident Evil Afterlife 295, and surprisingly, the Tomb Raider reboot is number 10 at 273 mil. I don't know. I thought that movie was supposed to be really bad. Wasn't it supposed to be bad?
I heard it was not good. But I also heard a lot of the movies on that list were not good. So
yeah,
I mean, there's a market apparently.
Interesting, but
I think it started. I genuinely think it started with Detective Pikachu and Sonic. Like, I don't think Warcraft was the one because it got such mixed reviews. I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Chris doesn't know what World of Warcraft is.
I know what World of Warcraft is. It's false.
I literally Googled Tomb Raider Rotten Tomatoes, and the thumbnail text is a pathetic reboot. Tomb Raider is a convoluted and pointless action film that's just noise. Alicia Vikander is no Angelina Jolie.
I mean, everybody. No, there's one Angelina Jolie.
There's only one. And I can't wait to watch her in The Eternals, which comes soon in a couple weeks.
Yeah, you know what else is going to be coming soon when they watch that movie? Me.
That's good.
Wait.
Lost my bad shoulder.
Sorry.
You asked for it, you know.
I know, you're right.
So yeah, I think it's going to be the new highest grossing video game movie of all time, and I think that is going to be partly because a lot of the people who go see it, because I think it's going to be a good movie in its own right, are not going to have any fucking clue it's a video game movie. Yeah. So they're not going to go, I didn't need to play 4 games and a PSP title and a Vita title, I think.
And like a standalone DLC.
Yeah, I didn't need to play like 6 games to understand this movie. I'll go see it. That's not going to be like if I said, Lauren, will you go see this video game movie with me? She would be like, fuck that. But if I show her the trailer without telling her that it's based on a game, she will absolutely will want to go see it. Second tinfoil hat. We're going to shift over the pauldrons here. Shit, now I fucking lost it. What did you say when we were talking about... This is a relayed tinfoil hat from friend of the program, friend in real life, Johnny Rootbeer. And this is a real good one. So there is a long-running... And this is about the Super Mario movie. There is a long-running fan canon that Cranky Kong from the original... From the Donkey Kong Country series, that Cranky Kong is the original Donkey Kong from like the arcade game. Right? So hear me out. Since Cranky Kong and Donkey Kong are both in the movie, and Chris Pratt is playing Mario, but Charles Martinet, who is the actual voice of Mario in the games, is also in the movie. John's theory, his tinfoil hat theory, is that the Cranky Kong being the OG Donkey Kong is true, and that Charles Martinet is going to play Mario's dad, who is the original Mario.
Ooh.
And he's still gonna be playing Mario in the movie, but is gonna be like an older plumber who like mentors Chris Pratt, who's like
wow, that'd be cool actually.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good
he told that to me and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Is this what happens when you don't like let substances addle your brain for years? Because I would love to.
I mean, you see what's happened to me right before your eyes.
It's
three and a half or 2.5 out of
2.5 Kevins.
Mr. Mustache or Jumpman or whatever. He's going to be like the original Jumpman who was just like, I got into like, a fight with a gorilla and he stole my girlfriend or whatever. Because there's somebody's playing Pauline in the movie as well, I think. I'm pretty sure like somebody is cast as Pauline in the movie who like was the original Peach, basically. Was Peach before she was Peach. Love when we get to talk about old video games on the show. But that's all I had on that. I know we kind of went around and around, but what did you guys think of the Uncharted trailer? I thought it was great. I think it's going to be great. Any thoughts?
Oh, it's cool. I'm not a movie guy. I probably will never watch it.
Games, so I
don't even know why I'm here, to be honest.
Just here to eat burritos and drop them on the floor.
I mean, I'm relatively indifferent. It's not something I'm going to go to the fucking movie theater to see, but I'm sure I'll watch it at some point, on demand, whenever it comes to.
There's no point in going to the movie theaters. It's a waste.
I see, like
so loud and.
The thing is, like with the new Resident Evil movie, I will go see that in theaters, because it's supposed to be taking a darker turn with the franchise, with the whole reimagining.
Spooky.
Yeah, that's something I will go see in theaters. This, I'm not so attached to the franchise where I think I feel obligated to go see it.
Yeah.
But I also understand that the premise around that franchise itself makes for a good movie.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I'm sure people will enjoy it. I won't go to the movie theater to see it. I'll watch it on video on demand.
Yeah, Reg had his own Mandolino effect.
Mandolino.
Hey,
Joey Mandolino.
Would you say Mandola?
I don't even
He said
remember.
Mandela.
Mandela?
Mandela.
Yeah, Reg. I had
Mandala?
my Mandela effect just happening. But yeah, so looks good, and I think good, bad, or indifferent, like however you feel about it. I think the movie's going to do really well.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Chris, you wanted to talk about Halo because things are fucking heating up with Halo. We got the HCS scene. They got their first. The first major is in early November, and the pros are starting to get fucking ramped up, and they just announced the structure to their ranked playlist, right? So what is the deal with that?
So I didn't look at the structure of the ranked playlist. Actually, no, I did. I thought you meant the esports side of things. On the ranked playlist, they announced today that they were going to have separate playlists depending on what you are playing on. So there'll be a standalone playlist for ranked mouse and keyboard, a standalone playlist for controller, and then a crossplay one if you want to get into that. And at the beginning of when they went to go set, he must have been like the head dev or lead dev. He was like
Ben Broads.
Yeah, Ben Broads. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, how are you going to keep the integrity of a game having mouse and keyboard go up against like controller? He was like, no. So they ended up breaking it up into those three. Gab, thank you for the 10 gifted, please.
Are you giving her money to do this?
No, she's just doing this.
Oh my god.
Well, you should be giving.
What does she do for work?
Talk after.
Just say like this is a lot.
Yeah, I know. So they have separate playlists depending on what you are playing on, and I think that is giant, especially now in the day of age of the aim assist fucking debate that goes on left and right that you see literally every single
It's
day.
not much of a debate. It's cheating.
Yeah, it's soft aimbot. But I think
it's
that's
gotten worse. Like the aimbot. I think the aim assist has gotten a lot more intense over the years.
Yeah.
I feel like it was never like that. But
it's to make it more viable for casual players.
Yeah.
That's why.
My thing. I don't know if this even makes a difference, but I just found this out roughly a year ago that you're actually able to overclock your controller if you play controller on PC.
Yep.
So it gets better like response time and stuff like that. I wonder if that does anything to aim assist as well.
So there's actually a thing in Warzone where if you plug in a controller, you can turn on aim assist and still use mouse and keyboard. So you're getting aim assist with mouse and keyboard.
Damn.
I've never done
I was watching
that.
a doc clip and he watched the kill cam and the guy's fucking reticle was just standing right there and it just
moves.
went rant like that when he walked by and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's bad, but what are you going to do? These games are designed for a massive 95% casual audience.
Yeah.
The competitive 5%, you're never going to please
Why
them.
wouldn't you just play off? Can't you just turn crossplay off for Warzone and stuff? Or can you not do that?
You can turn it off.
Why the fuck
However,
wouldn't he just do that?
Halo is doing the right thing.
Yeah, Halo's doing the right thing, giving you the option. We are an options podcast. We have said this bajillions of times. There is probably nothing that we've ever talked about on the show that we were against that meant more options for the player. And having all those playlists is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't want to play against fucking mouse and keyboard people. I am a controller guy. I don't know how to use a mouse and keyboard. I know how to use a mouse and keyboard for MMOs, and even then, if there's a controller option like there is with ESO, I play with a fucking controller. Yeah. I'm more comfortable with it. Never grew up with a mouse and keyboard, so just can't do it.
Yeah, but no, there's not much of a conversation around it. I thought it was just really cool that they were pretty much saying that they can't keep the integrity of the game having both platforms going up against one another, and they give you the option if you do want to do that. Especially, I think this is the first Halo ever that they're releasing both, it is, on console and PC at the same time.
Yes, it is.
So they're trying to keep everyone happy, which you can't help but respect.
But I also don't think there was ever a PC competitive scene before what is going to happen with this.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
there wasn't. I mean, what'd you have, really? The Master Chief Collection to, fuck around with after the fact?
Yeah. Some people have been playing it, though. I mean, that's been
No, I fuck around with it still, too, but, it never really was in the light where it was just, gave people an opportunity to make a competitive scene out of it.
I genuinely think that this is the best possible thing that they could do to appease to the competitive player base. Yep. Non-competitive player base, it doesn't matter what the fuck they do with the competitive scene. Yeah. They're going to queue up regardless for it because that's just what casuals do. They queue up for competitive thinking that, I'm going to play in the competitive ranked. I want to get a rank at some point, and then they don't actually play through with it. But, individually separating mouse and keyboard, controller and then having the option for crossplay is brilliant. Yeah. The only issue I see with that is if the player base begins to decline later on after release,
too segmented.
You get with those 3 individual, lanes in which people can play, queue times go up for more than likely mouse and keyboard. And then also, crossplay probably, that's where people start to meld into. So that's the only thing that I can see being an issue later on. But for a competitive player, this is something this is something that people complain about every fucking day.
Yeah.
So this is something that you're getting. They're giving it to you. Do not bitch about it. Yeah. You're getting it. So shut the fuck up. You can't complain now.
It's been 3 Call of Duty games since Warzone release, right? Is it the third game or second?
Second.
Vanguard will be the third.
That's what that's
probably
what
third.
I'm counting Vanguard. Yeah. Vanguard's the 3rd Call of Duty game, and people know that you can just turn off crossplay, or you can not play with it, but they still choose to go online, stream the game exclusively, and make that part of their content, which is complaining about aim assist. And
big reason is people play on PC for better performance, but also play with a controller, so you don't have that option.
Right. Well,
you know what I mean?
There's what you can do. But hey, there's other options coming out, and there's lots of these streamers who have been complaining about needing something new. There's been a lot of them specifically who have been talking about Halo, can't wait to play Halo. I hope Halo's great. Can't wait to play something new, yada, yada. So it's time to put your fucking money where your mouth is. Because Halo is doing things for you to appease the competitive market, and is clearly making huge pushes with HCS and bringing a bunch of these esports orgs and competitive personalities into the fold to help have their voice shape what their game is. They don't have to do that, but they're doing it because they want people to fucking love the game. Mm-hmm. So, and it's free. So support Halo Infinite when it comes out. And this is, Microsoft's not the fucking little engine that could. It's not a small indie shop. It's Microsoft. So they're going to be fine if Halo Infinite tanks, and I don't think it's gonna, but I think it's important that we, especially if you're a competitive player who these things matter to you, to give the game a chance, give it a fair shake, and support the game, because this is clearly something that, a AAA studio going above and beyond like this is not something that you see every day.
No.
How do we think this affects the actual competitive scene outside of just ranked play on the game? How do we think that this plays a role in the actual professional scene?
I think professional scene, it'll stay controller, but there'll be break-off leagues for PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like at that point you would have to have that competition between the two. You have the best fucking mouse and keyboard team, you have the best controller team.
Yeah.
For me, I think that's where that separation shouldn't be included anymore. Yeah. If you're having a pro scene, if the best fucking mouse and keyboard player is better than, 90% of the controller pros, there's no reason why he should be he or she should be excluded from the pro scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That question pops into my head. What the fuck? How does this actually affect the pro scene?
True. I think I think that, if this much thought is going into, the base game and not even just the competitive scene, like the esports side of things, there's probably a lot more treats to come with the competitive scene, and I think they're going to be doing a ton to make it exciting. And, Halo is Microsoft's original baby, and I think that they're going to be they're probably writing a blank check to free. And, esports engine.
It is esports.
And whoever else is involved to really make this, they're going fucking balls to the wall with this shit.
And it's showing just by the people showing interest already, ex-pros and different content creators, Formal, who's a competitive Call of Duty legend. He's been around forever. He said a couple weeks ago, I got an offer to play Halo competitively.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. And you have Ninja,
who's he's oh,
maybe I'll come out of retirement and play. And there's gonna be a ton of people like Optic Maniac, who's just a beast on Halo. They haven't had that chance in a while, so we're gonna see a lot of people that just lost the love for video games that have been out that were always big into Halo.
Yep.
Now we're going to see a bunch of them come out of the woodwork, and I guarantee we see so many OGs in the Halo scene come back. And I think we're in for a good one. You're going to have the up-and-comers, the new guys, the rookies, and then you're going to have your veterans. It's going to be like every other esport.
Yeah. I was even watching I was either reading or watching something with like T Squared talking about it, who's literally the first esports pro I've ever heard.
He's so funny too.
That's the first name that's the first named esports pro that I can remember. Like, go as far back as possible. He was like the original esports pro to me. And like hearing him like talk about Infinite and like getting all fucking hyped up about it, like that shit is fucking amazing. So let's go straight ripping. All right. You want to do some voicemails?
Yes.
617-701-7678, the WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line. You know the name, you know the number, you know what to do. Leave a voicemail, we'll react to it live on the show as long as it doesn't get us TOS. And even then, maybe we'll make an exception. First caller, here we go.
You're far away, Degenerate. Just want to say hello. You guys look fantastic today. And, early, in a little hiding cell right now. It's getting pretty close to Halloween. And, I was just wondering if any real-life Halloween movie happens to become nonfiction, which Halloween movie and villain do you think you could survive against?
Oh, this question's back. Tiggy's in an abandoned basement or something right now, and
I think he got kidnapped.
the question was, and I think we got this last year as
He
well.
still calls in.
So, Captor, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have to make
Mr.
this.
Myers, would you mind? I have to take this. The question was, and I think we had this last year too, like what horror movie, if it was real life, do you think you could survive in? And I think like Nightmare Before Christmas is like the only one that I can survive in.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's a Halloween movie.
It's a Christmas movie. It's a Halloween movie. It's also an Easter movie.
True. Yeah, that's the only one because I would die in every other one of them.
Dude, I'd be solid as fucking Chucky.
Yeah, I think you said that last time too.
Yeah, I know. I'd beat the like. I'm not lasting with any other one of them. I'll like fall asleep somewhere and I'll die. Like Chucky's a little doll. I'll boot him across the room.
Or what was the movie where you die in the game? You die for real.
That was the
Squid
one
Game.
No, that was that was the one Disney horror movie. It had fucking Frankie Muniz in it.
Yep.
I can't remember the name of it, but I've been seeing it pop up more recently.
Stay Alive.
Yes, Stay Alive.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You put me in that. I'm the only one surviving. Are you kidding me? I'm coming out of there with the fucking shotgun. I have all the fucking legendary gear.
Frankie Muniz is getting fucking wall bounced into next week.
Oh my God! I'm throwing him right off the railing right into a fucking ghost.
This whole thing reminds me of that Twitter thread that went around not too long ago. Like, would I beat up this
I
like
sent
horror
you guys
guy?
that, right?
Yeah, and like what the one on
crying.
I think
for
the
that
one
whole
with
thing.
Jason was just like it was like. Just like in Jason's world, there's always the horniest women, so I'm definitely gonna get caught lacking. Something like that.
I gotta find that thread. I remember you sent that to me. I don't think I made it all the way through.
It was
so good.
Samara from The Ring. If somebody told me not to watch, I was going to die 7 days after watching this movie, I simply would not watch the movie. I win. That fucking thread, I was crying.
Oh my fucking God.
For me, Freddy Krueger, I think the moment he steps into one of my dreams, he would want to leave immediately. I think he would say, you know what? I fucked up. I made a mistake. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this kid. I'm out.
Yeah.
I win.
I feel you. I think, I mean, I can see the Chucky argument. I mean, I just don't see how you get like caught lacking with a fucking doll, bro.
No, like
The show just came out, I think.
Like, all right, so not for nothing. Like, even if you get caught lacking by him, right? And like you turn around last second, you see his little arm up in the air. You're telling me you literally can't stop his arm with like literally like 2 fingers?
Yeah.
Like, stop.
I think canonically he has the strength,
Super strength or something like that.
Like a full grown male.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Like every time I would like, so after the fact, right? I find out he was like a crazy doll, right? And then like I survive all that stuff, and then he pops back up when I'm like throwing my trash out. He's in the trash barrel or something. I literally grab the doll and I light it on fire and I wait for the next season. I'm like, all right, I'll do this again once a year.
So the show just came out, and that is something that I'm watching next after Squid Game.
thank you, Gab, for the 1 sub. I
Did it to get ahead.
I was gonna say, who's gonna be the one to gift 1 sub? Is it gonna be her or the Speakeasy? But way to go, you did
Thank
it.
you, Gab.
I'm trying to think of who else. Who else could I? Jason, I don't think so.
No.
Freddy Krueger, 100%. There's no way he wants to be involved in my fucked up head.
I don't really watch too many scary movies. So I don't really
Chucky,
know too much.
Give me a list. Give me a list. I'll tell. Let's go down the list. That
Jaws,
he fucking
I would
goes-
quite simply stay out of the
I would
water.
stay out of the water. Hold on, I gotta pull this up.
W.
I gotta pull this up now because it's fucking.
I would simply not enter the ocean, Ken said. Yeah, no, exactly. W. I'm staying on the beach in the Cape. I'll like go to the bar and I'm just like, damn, what are those motherfuckers doing out there? Don't they know that those like the flags are out that say like sharks in the water?
Yeah, like, no,
what?
I'm good, bro.
Who fucking sent me this?
Jack Frost. I would turn the heat up as hot as it possibly goes in my house, just like I do in the wintertime anyway. Catch me with a hairdryer.
Well, I'm trying to find it too. But I'm sorry.
I would get a Lysol. I would get a can of Lysol and a lighter and melt that motherfucker quick.
That movie was fucking awesome, though. As shitty as it was, I thought it was awesome.
All I can think of is the sad one with Michael Keaton.
It was fucking sad.
That was wicked sad.
Who?
All right.
Is it YWLFY?
Wasn't Jeepers Creepers just like a scarecrow?
No, that was some like eternal fucking demon.
Oh, yes. I probably
But
wouldn't
also,
say that.
we can't talk about that movie because the director and creator was like a really fucking bad person.
Oh, okay.
I found it.
I didn't know that.
Let's go down the list.
In this thread, I judge which slash's ass I would kick. Number 1, Ghostface, off rip.
100%.
Ski. Do you want me to read them or
No,
not?
let's go through the list ourselves.
Okay. Ghostface.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's just a regular dude with a knife, right? Like
Pussy.
he's catching these fucking hands.
Yeah,
really.
what
but
is
there's
it?
also-
Skeet.
I keep
Ulrich?
a fucking pitching wedge next to my bed.
Yeah, but there's also potential that there's more than one.
Can you send me the thread too so I can just take a look at it? But yeah,
Yes,
who's Skeet
please.
Ulrich? Who's Skeet Ulrich?
No, I just said the name. I
is
don't
that?
I don't
He's
know.
one of the characters from the show.
Okay.
From the
okay,
movie,
okay.
rather.
All
Yeah,
right.
send it in the group text. I want to look at it too.
I'm DMing it to both of you guys on Twitter because I already did Dom. Just easier. Motherfucking. Oh, that's why I'm an idiot.
Are you DMing this to me? I texted it to me. This is bad.
DM.
Yeah, Ghostface off rip. Matthew Lillard, however, I have concerns. Man is 6'4" and built like a total unit, and the robes mess with his agility. In the end, I'll win.
All right. Ghostface, yeah, I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
Sure. Leatherface.
Yeah. He'll run out of gas at some point.
Yeah, actually, I consider myself pretty good cardio wise. I'm on the Peloton. You know, you see your boy running. My fucking mile times have never been better.
Shit. Now that you say that, I don't know who runs out of gas first, me or him.
Yeah, you do. I'm absolutely running away from this motherfucker's chainsaw is going to be stalling, and I'm going to be halfway to the gas station, and my Uber's going to be there before I am. So
To be fair,
I'm out of there.
I just won't go to the south.
True.
I won't go to Texas. Freddy Krueger. I already discussed.
Freddy Krueger, I would absolutely die. I sleep really heavily, and I try to get like 8 or 9 hours a night, so
Yeah, I'm
I'm
fucked.
left vulnerable like 80% of the
Yeah,
time.
I'm fucked.
No.
Jason.
No, I don't think so.
I'd
Even me, you know me, and I would say
Jason.
yes. No.
Yeah, I feel like he impales people through trees and shit, and then he also put that chick's face in the liquid nitrogen, which I will
Awesome.
never be able to
Awesome
get
stuff.
out of my head, and I would be paralyzed with fear. It couldn't happen. Michael Myers.
Yeah, I can walk fast.
It's a classic podcast line too. I sometimes walk fast. Was that you?
Yeah.
Who said
Chris
that?
might be the only one, but then again, I mean, you end up sprinting halfway down the street, and Michael Myers is just there.
Then I will simply turn around and walk the other way.
Yeah, I would just walk very fast elsewhere. Chucky,
Yep.
Yeah.
Waxed.
no chance. Yeah, absolutely. Candyman, yeah, I would just simply not say his name.
Same.
Yeah. I want to see the new movie that just came out, actually.
It was Jordan Peele, wasn't it?
Yes.
Norton Bates, I am not female, and thusly, I think I would survive right
Yeah,
now. Doesn't he kill women?
I'm not his mom.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I am. I don't think, and this guy says it too. I am not his target demographic.
Yeah. Children of the Corn. Every single one of them would get the hand. I have no.
It'll be the
look,
ending of Step Brothers.
Exactly. You need me to go beat up a bunch of kids in a cornfield? Fine.
100%. I'll do it right now.
How many kids you think you could beat up if they all run at you at the same time before they get you?
14, 15?
Over 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say like mid-20s.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what kind of day it is. Like, have I had my coffee? Like, am I like, did I get a good
Realistically,
stretch in?
you should be able to one-shot all these kids.
Exactly. Yeah.
I am teep kicking one of them across the fucking playground immediately. There's no, yeah.
Crush them.
Knocking skulls together. It'll be like putties in Power Rangers. Like, just like knocking their heads together and it goes bonk. Hellraiser, I'm sorry, Pinhead, not Hellraiser.
Oh, you're scary.
Pinhead, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is more of a intellectual battle.
Yes, then in that case, sure.
I'm done.
I got him.
HAL 9000.
No, that's from a fucking obscure movie.
Yeah, I feel like I'm way too surrounded with technology. So if HAL decided to take over, it'd be a wrap. Carrie. Yeah, I mean, she's just
beat that bitch's ass.
She just like lit a room on fire, right?
Yeah, I would simply walk out of the room if it was on fire.
100%.
Yeah, everybody at.
I'm calling the fire
didn't
department.
Look,
Leaving.
I didn't want to go to my prom in the first place. So at 28, I'm not going to go to this prom.
Bro, I'd be so banged up at that prom, but I would see it coming.
Yeah,
the
you
liquor would be talking to
be
me. I would know.
100%. All right. Cujo.
Thought he was a rapper.
He is probably. There probably is a rapper named Cujo.
Yeah, no, Cujo is a dog. He's like a killer dog. He's a killer Saint Bernard.
Yeah, if I simply have a gun and shoot him.
I would be caught off guard completely. I would try to pet him and that'd be it.
True.
Even at that, even if he got a hold of my fucking arm, I'm throwing a fucking. Even if it's
Saint Bernards are like fucking 200 pounds.
You think I can't throw a 200 fucking pound person around?
It's a dog.
I'm just saying this thing's like I don't know. Yeah, Cujo. I think that's it.
I could take Cujo, 100%.
Samara from The Ring.
Easy.
Don't watch it.
Look, if I'm beating up a cornfield full of kids, I'm beating up one that just walked out of my.
I'll kick my TV off the stand. That's it. See you later.
I simply just would not plug my TV in anymore.
Anaconda. That's a tough one.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's it. You got Ice Cube and J-Lo. It's gonna get me. You know.
True.
Jaws.
I think J-Lo lived.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, she did. What a movie. What a picture. Jaws.
Yep. I wouldn't go in the water.
I mean, as people who used to live in Massachusetts, have we ever died to a great white shark?
Nope.
We win. Congratulations.
Invincible.
We already won. We
Invincible.
already beat Jaws.
Yeah. Pussy.
The chick from The Exorcist.
Again, if I'm beating up a cornfield full of kids and a kid that just walked out of my fucking TV, I can beat up a kid that's in bed.
100%.
Elbow drop.
The Chud. I don't know, but
I don't know what that is.
cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller.
What is that movie? What is the movie?
Chud. The movie is called Chud.
I just wouldn't go underground.
Yeah, they come out of the sewer system. Like homeless people start disappearing in the middle of like New York City, and it's because they live in the sewer system.
Yeah.
And the Chuds are like radioactive.
Well, there's no sewers in my house, so I just wouldn't leave the house. I win.
I could probably fuck up a Chud.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this just looks like one of those movie monsters where like it just is where it is, and like it would just fuck you up like unexpectedly. So I feel like I'd be like,
one. They're like zombies, but
oh yeah,
stronger.
I'm probably done for. Pennywise.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of clowns. I think I lose that one.
I just would not go. I just knew I wouldn't fly too.
No, but I'm saying like
No,
if
like-
okay, say you walk into your house and this is staring at you.
I would say, all right, well, it's your house now.
What is his like?
See if
Because I actually have never seen it. Does he like jump on you and kill you, or is it like he has these like psychic powers that could like make your brain explode or something, or like what's the?
What he tries to do is he tries to feed off of fear. So he tries to instill as much fear because it makes you taste better for him to eat. So like in the movie, the movies, he doesn't like just find them, grab them, and eat them.
He tries
to fuck with them first, so they get tastier for him, and then he tries to eat them.
I wouldn't get scared, so I would taste like shit. He would stop after my foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
True.
All
You
right,
would just
fair.
Yeah, you have a pretty I can see that.
Where were you gonna go with that?
I don't say no. I was gonna say you have a pretty good like capability of like just shutting yourself off emotionally. So
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite.
Is that a compliment?
yeah, no, it is. I said this to you last week.
It's one of my favorite things to do. Did the stream just crash?
The stream must have just froze. But I think we're good. Are we
It
back?
says end stream, so we're still up, and it says we're still live for the time.
I know what you did last summer, the fisherman. Isn't that just a regular guy?
Yeah, same thing as Scream.
Oh my god, you're absolutely catching the pause. There's no question about it. You're not gonna kill me with a fucking fishing hook. Get the fuck out of here. A fishing hook?
Yeah, just pull it out.
I think we hit the end of the list. There are other people that commented other monsters, but I think we hit the end.
The hash slinging slasher. I'm out.
Oh, he'd fuck me up, bro.
Nah, you just fucking poison one of my burgers.
Bro, the wall's gonna ooze green slime. I'm out. Nose for too. We any other voicemail?
Yeah, we do. 1 second here.
Up, WGG fam and WGG founding fathers? It's your boy JB Genesis calling in with another weekly voicemail. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, spooky week of October, or month of October, sorry. On that topic, I want to know not what your favorite movie is, but what your most interesting, spooky movie is. What's the most interesting, spooky movie that you've seen? Mine is Jeepers Creepers. Much love as always, guys.
We can't talk about that. We can't talk about that.
Can't talk about Jeepers Creepers. The director is a piece of shit.
I love
I'm
Halloween
pretty sure
Town.
the director's in jail, too.
Halloween Town is the most interesting.
Yup. That was going to be mine. Absolutely phenomenal picture. Taxi driver Benny, you kidding me? One of the best characters
Get
of
in
all
the
time.
car.
Yeah, one of the best
Oh,
characters
shit.
of
I
all
was
time.
like, oh, man. Ooh, we'll get a little.
I watch that every fucking year.
Yeah. Also, but no, for a real horror movie, I actually did watch The Cabin in the Woods, and I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, I call that more like a satire of a horror movie.
Yeah, no, yeah, but that's the. Give me something.
I know,
you know,
I know.
Give me something. You know.
Definitely not old. That movie was fucking ass cheeks. And you could read my review at wickedgaming.com. My favorite horror movie is also my favorite movie of all time, and it is John Carpenter's The Thing. I think it is a perfect movie. I even didn't mind the prequel that they made in like the mid 2010s. But yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing is my favorite movie. Period.
Still waiting on a game for that.
There was a game for it in the PlayStation on the PlayStation 2. But you know what's fucking crazy? When I started talking about remaking The Thing as a game, some other news outlet with a fucking mole in our Discord decided to make a video the next day. What culture?
I think we're gonna have to make like a power ranking of like possible moles in the WGG Discord.
JB, thanks for the call. I do not watch movies, and I definitely do not watch scary movies, so I don't have an answer for you. Halloween Time for the win.
Halloween Town. Shut up, Marnie.
Boy Reg, I'm working hard on the WGG New World Twitter, and I'm wondering, with the New World Twitch Rivals coming up, who's your dream team of, let's say, 4 different streamers to compete in the Twitch Rivals? All right, guys, hope you have a good weekend. Talk to you guys later.
I don't know who like is in the New World competitive scene or like how many people need to be on a team, but I could confidently tell you if it's just like, I know what they do this for like WoW competitive stuff, is they give everybody access to the same gear. So like if you play a certain class, like you can have whatever the ideal loadout is. And I am fully convinced 1000% that if we were to field a team just based off of people in our own guild, in the WGG guild on Discord, that we could absolutely fucking compete. Absolutely can hold our own in there because I'm
a world-class tank.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I probably won't show up.
You'll sleep through it.
Yes, I don't really watch too many New World streamers, but I do watch Shroud every time he's on. So I'm going to have to go with Shroud.
Yeah, Max.
That's the only one I have.
Ken said at Limit Maximum is one of the most brilliant minds in MMOs. So yeah, I would definitely have him on there. But if and when a opportunity arises to have that type of competitive thing, we're entering a fucking amateur team. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. The only other people I ever watched play New World is Shroud and Grims. Mr. Grims.
You want to land the train?
Wait, do I want to do what?
Do you want to land the train?
Oh, yeah, sure.
It is time to land the train. Ken, how many people can be on a team? Is it like just a full party, and is that just 5 people? Let me know. Shout outs. Big shout out to Chris, who's going to lead us off with what our shout outs are.
Yeah, I got none. Shout out to everyone that's hanging in the chat. And shout out to Reg, who took over the WGG New World Twitter. He's doing a great job. It is WGG New World, I believe the account is. Reg, please correct me if I'm wrong, but he's doing a hell of a job. So he is now working alongside of us, and he's doing great. So shout out Reg, shout out everyone that's hanging in the chat, and shout out for everyone that's gifting subs, Gab, Speakeasy, everyone that resubbed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bert.
We get a couple from the WGG Shorts, and you can find that at Wicked Good Gaming, youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming. If you click on channels, it is linked there. It is WGG Shorts. Click on that. subscribe to us there. We have a bunch of comments that I'm not going to get to. There's too many, but a couple new subscribers. It's just Piek. I don't know. Piek? I don't know. Purple Lean. Nice. We still need to have our lean episode. I keep forgetting we still need to have our lean episode.
I'll call my guy. We'll be fucking drooling on the podcast.
And Curly Fried. So shout out to you. If you want to get shout out by me, go to youtube.com/Wicked Gaming. Subscribe there. Also click on channels afterwards and then click on the WGG shorts that's linked. Subscribe there. Also, what else do I want to shout out? Oh, shout out to our pals over at Actor Observer.
Hey.
I'm wearing their shirt right now.
Big up, big up, big up.
They just re-announced their tour with one of my favorite bands of all time, Envy on the Coast. I was supposed to go see them literally like 3 weeks after COVID started, the lockdown started, you know, that whole 2-week lockdown we were supposed to have 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to go see Envy on the Coast and Actor Observer, and that got canceled.
Yeah.
So
we should go to that show.
they just re-announced it. I think it's in November or December. I can't remember.
It's like first week in December, something like that.
But yeah, I am a big Envy on the Coast fan. I saw one of their last shows before they went on hiatus. And then I saw their very first show when they came back from hiatus when I lived in Chicago. And it was, was that a fucking incredible show. But go support Actor Observer.
Love them.
Love them. Great
Really,
fucking
really,
band.
really, really, really handsome guys in that band, especially Kyle.
Yeah.
Friend of the program, friend of real life. Big shout out to everybody in the chat, as always, for being active. Thank you. We love you. Check out the new WGG New World Twitter page, and make sure you subscribe, follow, click all the notification bells that you possibly can. Please rate us 5 stars on iTunes. I'm sorry, Apple Podcasts, and subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well, and at really anywhere that you find podcasts. Shout out Gab for the 21 gifted sub. Shout out the Speakeasy for 20 gifted. We appreciate all of you. Shout out to all the resubs as well. And also big shout out to our good pals at Gemhammer and Sons Gaming, who have absolutely been murking yet another Kickstarter. Rollox Guide to Violence is absolutely scorching Kickstarter charts right now. If you're into Dungeons and Dragons, their most recent supplement for 5th edition is available on Kickstarter right now. I think it's like $30 or something like that to get a physical copy of the book. Yep. All of their products, many of which I have in my house, and many of which
I have a copy of everything they've ever produced. Also, if you want to get a taste of what my first character ever created in Dungeons and Dragons was, it is based around my character.
Yeah, it's based around Bob's original D&D character. So if you've ever been like, I wonder what's inside Bob's brain.
Just like Freddy Krueger, you want to know.
It is pages upon pages of violent delights for your 5th edition D&D campaign. It's fucking great. There's lots of references to campaigns that Bob and I have played in, which is awesome. We really appreciate that. And the guys at Gemhammer put their blood, sweat, and tears, heart and soul into all this stuff, and it's fucking phenomenal.
And if it's Rawlock, there has to be blood.
Yes, there is lots and lots of it. And it said it is a beautiful blood red tome, and they're even selling, I think there's a really higher price edition that comes with these custom aluminum like Rollock dice, which are pretty fucking sick. I almost sprung for it. I didn't, but I still might in case we're renovating the kitchen. I gotta take out a second mortgage to buy some fucking aluminum dice. But the thing's great. Go to Gemhammer. I think it's just gemhammer.com is their website. And I think gemhammer.com/Rollock, ROLOK, is the splash page on their website for anything related to Rollock's Guide to Violence. So go support them on the Kickstarter, support the boys, support the homies.
You know who else I can support?
Who?
Our Patreon.
Our Patreon.
Which we have to update the page. So everyone that has subscribed, pledged on there, we're going to update the list, and we'll have it next week. So thanks for your patience on that. That's probably falling onto me. I didn't keep on top of that.
Patreon.com/wicked. No, it's not that. It's not that yet. We actually can't. We actually need your help because I think we need to break like 100 patrons, and then we'll be able to actually say patreon.com/wickedgoodgaming. So it's in the show notes. check out Patreon. It's helping to support the people that help support us and bring us all the awesome content and bring you all the awesome content that you've come to love and expect from WGG. So without further ado...
hold on. It is patreon.com/Wicked Gaming.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Well, we somehow did that. But anyway, go subscribe anyway. Act like we didn't say that and that we need your support, because we do. And we would really appreciate it. It's optional, but we would appreciate it. And we appreciate you. So thank you for appreciating us. This has been episode 255 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We got the One Chip Challenge next week. We are going to be screaming and yelling in the name of extremely spicy foods because you guys crushed the sub goal that we set out for you last month.
Still continue to crush it, too.
Oh, and one more announcement. WGG Movember returns next month. So not next week, but the week after. This will be gone. This will be here, and we will be raising money for both for cancer research and men's mental health awareness and programs and suicide prevention. It's an incredible cause. More information on that to come, but we will be putting the link in the show notes as soon as that is live. Movember is fucking back. It is the best time of the year. It is my wife's least favorite time of the year. But it's the best time of the year. I can't wait to see all your beautiful mustaches, and I hope that you'll help support us by doing the same. So, yeah, we love you. Episode 255, Not Another Gaming Podcast. Mwah. We'll see you next week.
Fight.